What's up, everybody? I'm Damon Hatfield, and for today's Daily Fix, we have The Simpsons probably coming to Fortnite, a release date for the next Game of Thrones spin-off, and a peek into a 4-park family vacation at Universal Orlando Resort, where one lucky family got to enjoy all things Jurassic. This is your Daily Fix. Presented by Universal Orlando Resort. Fortnite fans are convinced the game will soon feature a mini-season dedicated to The Simpsons following the in-game arrival of the aliens Kang and Kodos. These cute boys over here. With speculation further fueled by the game's recent Star Wars mini-season being labeled as Chapter 6 Mini-Season 1, with Fortnite's chapters, essentially the game's annual eras, typically lasting 12 months. Fans believe a mini-season 2 is therefore likely at some point before the chapter's expected end in December. And now, as Fortnite kicks off its big Halloween celebrations, an in-game glider item has been spotted featuring the Simpsons alien duo Kang and Kodos, with its description even referencing a dedicated battle pass. The glider marks the first time any character from The Simpsons has appeared in Fortnite, which has to date already collaborated with pretty much every other major Disney-owned property, including characters from Star Wars, Marvel, Pixar, Avatar, and fellow Fox-owned franchises such as Family Guy. Reportedly, Kang and Kodos will be a free quest reward given to players in the near future, likely as a teaser for the game's upcoming Simpsons extravaganza, and perhaps a nod to the show's own annual Halloween celebrations, Treehouse of Horror. For now, Fortnite remains busy rolling out its busiest Fortnitemares ever, which features collaborations with Wednesday, the Scooby-Doo Gang, plus Ghostface from Scream. Moving on, HBO Max has released the debut trailer for A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms. It contains plenty of jousting, a fake dragon, and an altogether more lighthearted atmosphere than Game of Thrones. A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, due out on January 18th, adapts George R.R. Martin's Tales of Dunk and Egg novella trilogy, itself a prequel to Game of Thrones, set 100 years before the events of the main books. The trailer reveals a show very different tonally from the grim Game of Thrones, with a few lines intended to make you smirk instead of wince. We see Dunk make his way as a hedge knight, a wandering knight without a master, and his emerging relationship with his squire, Egg. Here's the official logline. A century before the events of Game of Thrones, two unlikely heroes wandered Westeros. A young, naive but courageous knight, Ser Duncan the Tall, and his diminutive squire, Egg. Set in an age when the Targaryen line still holds the Iron Throne, and the memory of the last dragon has not yet passed from living memory, great destinies, powerful foes, and dangerous exploits all await these improbable and incomparable friends. One interesting detail about the show, as noted by Entertainment Weekly, A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms does not have an epic opening title sequence, in contrast to Game of Thrones. Instead, it has, quote, a simple title card with medieval typography in between the beginning action of each episode. Showrunner Ira Parker said, "The title sequences on the original and House of the Dragon are big and epic and incredible. That's not really Dunk's MO. He's plain and he's simple and he's to the point. He doesn't have a lot of flash to him. Don't expect dragons and a big magical scale to this show either. Nobody's thinking about magic," Parker said. "This could basically be 14th century Britain. This is hard-nosed, grinded out, gritty, medieval knights, cold with a really light, hopeful touch. We are ground up in this series. We are starting right at the bottom. We're not with the lords and ladies, the kings and queens." The 6-episode season debuts Sunday, January 18th. And finally today, make your next vacation a blockbuster hit by visiting the 4 parks of Universal Orlando Resort. Check out this new docu-series from Universal, where a real family of Jurassic World superfans go on an unreal vacation to live out their favorite Jurassic Park moments. Take a look.
We happen to be Jurassic World super fans. Now we're gonna actually experience it.
Yeah.
Look at this.
Oh my God! My Halloween picture should be up there. I dressed as a minion. This was a very needed trip for us.
I'm quaking in my bra. This is gonna be funny.
I've never been that close to a dinosaur in my life.
We absolutely made memories.
Yes,
we definitely did.
If you want to see more, then be sure to check out the full documentary series on Universal Orlando's YouTube channel, or head to universalorlando.com to start planning your next big adventure. And that's your Daily Fix for Thursday, October 9th. Nicely job, everyone. Now that you're caught up on the news, watch our review of the Battlefield 6 campaign. I'm Damon Hatfield, and for all your video game and entertainment news, stay tuned to IGN.